Today we got two watches from one of the most successful micro brands in the world. They sell out quickly and have such a loyal fan base. And you know what? We're creeping up on their 10-year anniversary. They were started in 2014 and tomorrow it will be 2024, so I'm expecting to see some great things for the 10-year anniversary. But first, let's end 2023 with a bang. Introducing the all-new Zelos Blacktip Titanium. And right off the bat, I'm getting skin diver vibes, especially with the flat linked lug look. Try to say that 3 times fast. And a quick sidebar, the burnt orange variant I have here today is missing its hardness coating, but the black one is full retail. So if you see a color difference in the metal, that's the reason. The case is titanium fully brushed except for 2 laser sharp high polished bezels. One that travels along the top of the case and one at the bottom of the mid case. The overall look is very subdued. Just a hint of flash with those bezels, but honestly I think they could have added more and still kept the tool watch vibe. The lugs do have an aggressive taper down and inwards, which really helps the black tip hug the wrist. This watch will fit like a glove. But come on Zelos, can we get a 38mm version for us small-wristed folk? Speaking of size, what's the dimensions? Well, I got 41mm in diameter, secret measurement 32mm. And I got a thickness of 13 even, that's including that domed sapphire crystal with inner AR coating. And good news, we have drilled lugs and a lug-to-lug of 47.4. What do you think of the size? And guys, check out the faraway shots throughout the video to see how it wears on my 6.7-inch wrist. Now this watch has a really cool insert. It's an embossed ceramic and it's stealthed out matte black. It really matches that tool watch aesthetic. However, for the bezel teeth, it's like a blunt coin edge and it's kinda slippery. But how does it feel and how does it sound? Well, it's a titanium bezel, so it's going to clickety-clack, but this one is very precise, little to zero backplay, and sometimes the pressure is uneven. You may have to work it in. And a quick side note on the bezel insert is legibility isn't the greatest. You're going to have to catch the light with those raised Arabics to read it properly. Now let's move on to the crown. It's nice and grippy, coming in at 7mm, and it screws down perfectly every single time, which helps give the black tip 200 meters of water resistance. Alright, now what about that bracelet? The bracelet is an H-link, and just like that case, it's mostly brushed. It does have 2 high polished bezels on the flanks, but that's it. And this one does come with all the bells and whistles. It's got quick release spring bars, fixed via screws, and on the fly toolless micro adjustments with a fully milled clasp. The clasp is signed Zelos and it has a twin button release. And now that the clasp is open, we can see that case back. It's got an embossed black tip shark. Typical of Zelos, they name their watches after sharks. Now the star of the shows are those 2 dials. We got beautiful burnt orange, fume fades to black, but there's something about that black sand texture dial that really gives this watch a cohesive look. And I believe the black dial will sell out quick. We have rectangular high polish applied indices that are stepped with a cathedral pattern at 12, 3, and 9. That cathedral pattern continues on the very thick baton hour hand. The minute hand is clean and the second hand is an arrow tipped. Red on the black dial and orange on the burnt orange. Both watches have a black date window at the 6 o'clock, the proper positioning, and they finished it off with a high polished frame. And I love the little splash of red on the black dial matching that seconds hand with the 200 meter. So the overall look and feel of the dial is extreme legibility. Zelos has a real talent seamlessly fusing functionality with fashion. Now let's take a quick look at that lume. We got Swiss Superluminova C3 mixed with BGW9. So you get bicolored lume. It looks really good, and the strength is okay. I wish they went with C3X1 or put a couple more layers. So what's powering the Blacktip? Well, good news, we got the Miyota 9015. It's a 28.8 VPH Hackhand Wine automatic with 24 joules and 42 hours of power reserve. I'm seeing more and more usage of this movement and less of the NH35, which when we look at the numbers, is a good thing. From factory, they usually come in at around plus 10. So it's obvious Zelos doing some regulation and dialing it in for you. Much appreciated. So what is that price, you may be asking? Well, with the titanium, the 1200 Vickers of hardness treatment, the embossed ceramic, the sapphire crystal, Miyota movement, 200 meters, great lume, feature-rich bracelet can all be yours for $499 USD. And remember, that's the launch special price. After the launch price, it does go to its regular price at $599, but I would say most of the time the Zelos never make it to the retail price. They always sell out during launch price. And it's no surprise, you're getting a ton of value and it looks great. But I want to hear your opinion in the comments section, and I'm going to link to the Zelos website so you can pick one up. But if you want to watch more reviews like this one, then click into one of the 2 videos on the right of your screen right now, and I will see you there.